Hey guys, this is Martin Elke, also known as Dark Energy, and I just decided to make a private video for you guys and just tell you a little bit about the Bitcoin situation at this very moment. A lot of difficult, sorry, different, unexpected things has happened the last 2 weeks, and it has been pretty unpredictable for a lot of top TA authors and also top TA guys on Twitter. And so I think I'll just briefly tell about the situation. So let's just take a look at it. So first of all, yesterday, all of you might have seen it. I made this chart called "Crazy Crazy Day for Bitcoin." Let Dark Energy tell you why. And first of all, sorry for my voice, guys. I haven't slept that much, so I'm a little bit tired now. So, but please bear with me. So as you can see here, we are in a descending wedge, and in purple. And the thing about descending wedges is that it is a bullish pattern, which means that we will eventually jump up. The question is just when we will do it. Usually it is we when it becomes more and more narrow, right? So, but the reason it was a really interesting moment for Bitcoin is I'll take let's take a closer look right now. So, which is were really interesting was that we were like squeezed, we were caught in the middle of a lot of resistance just above our head here. As you can see, the EMA 50 was here. We have resistance from the wedge here, and just under us we had what we call point of control. And point of control is the longest node on the volume profile. It means that that is the price point where most trades are made in the past, and when when that is the case, you can assume that there will be a lot of resistance or support at that level. And you can also see that how, I mean, look at all these dips and wicks like here. So it's pretty obvious that there are a lot of confluence, supportive resistance in this area. So this was in fact pretty interesting to see what would happen, and because we couldn't really go up, we couldn't really go down, and even though if we managed to break out here, we it would be really difficult to enter a long position, because then we also had to really short after go through the 7,200 line right here, which is equal to 78.6% Fibonacci level. So there was just like enormous resistance, and if we managed to go through this, then we had the EMA 100 right here. So, and also the other way around, as you can see, if we manage to break through the point of control here, we had the uptrend line one here, which starts from July in 2017, and which is shown to be really strong. So that was also why my advice for you guys was not to trade at this very moment. And sometimes it is really the best thing just to be patient, and especially in these times where there are so much uncertainty in the market, and where we see a lot of unexpected things happening. So that was also why I made this chart here, trying to identify some patterns and try to figure out what is really going on and what has been going on the last couple of weeks. So I first of all used what's called the Bollinger Bands. That is the cloud you're seeing here, where we have the MA, the moving average 20. That's the red line here, and then we have the cloud here. And so what we basically can see from this is that we have a lot of traps. So basically the whales are trying to make the smaller fish believe we have a confirmation in some kind of direction, and they hope that it's like they try to put out some bait for the fish, and then they will get long or short, and then suddenly they will just move the other direction. And we've seen it so many times. As you can see here, we just went up like in a steep uptrend, then we had some kind of consolidation, which is normal. We call this a pennant. And what is usually usually a common thing about a pennant is that if the bears doesn't manage to go down really quickly, we will see a steep uptrend again. And we also saw that happen here, but immediately after we saw the bears just pull the price even lower. And we've seen it so many times also here. Again, look at this really long wick here. So a lot of fish, they were just like hoping and bought in and was hoping, okay, we would go up. And then immediately after, the whale is just pulling us back down here. Again, here we are in a symmetrical triangle, and the same thing is happening over and over again. And then I was looking at this chart here, and I made some kind of a joke. I said, okay, I obviously assume that we will go down, but be really cautious because it might be a bear trap. And like 2 minutes after, we literally just fell down. And that was kind of funny because I just said like 2 minutes before that it might be a bear trap, and what happened? Guess what happened? That was exactly what. How do I get out of this? Oh yeah. So that was exactly what happened. One more bear trap. Exactly, we just got bounced back, and I just made fun of this and said, okay, if this is a bear trap once again, then I'll just, the next TA show I make, I'll make it naked. And I don't know if I have to do that, but obviously it seems like that people, they want me to do it. I really don't know if I should do it, but anyway, so you can see here that was exactly what happened. It's just like shut up in the shut up like crazy. So I decided to make a new chart because the situation was has changed afterwards. So let us just take a look at this chart here. I made it as you can see here 9 hours ago. So, and this chart is in fact something I made like 3 days ago, where we have like our Elliott wave structure here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an A, B, C correction, and another combination pattern here like A, B, C again. And that is pretty normal to have a combination pattern like that. But when we at this point fell like really deep here, I just almost like threw it out the window, and I didn't really believe in this because I was convinced that we would go to 6,000 right away. But once again, we got surprised and we had a bounce already at, I think it was like 6,500. And that is also what you can see here. So, and we just went up here, right here. So the question is now, what is going to happen right now? So I gave you 2 scenarios right now. I think that the most likely scenario, because now, I mean, now the scenario I gave you 3 days ago, it could in fact be the right one, because I mean it will be really hard because we have to go above this level, and we have to first of all conquer the EMA 50 one more time. We have to, that is like also a resistance line here, so we have to go above that one, and we have to go over here, and we also have to go through 7,200. So it will be really difficult if this scenario should succeed. So what I think is more plausible is that we will have what we call like a corrective pattern, which is an A, B, C, D, E. So it basically means that we will go sideways for a while. So after the A wave here, we will go like to A, B, C, D, E, and then also match the upper resistance lines we have here. So I think we can expect that, and it also seems after I made this chart that it looks like we're going in that direction. I don't know what chart this is. Between you see, that is not the chart I want to look for. Let me just go back to this one. I don't know why it's slow. Yeah, guys, I've been working so hard lately. I mean, I've literally worked like 18 hours per day the last 3 months. So I'm really sorry if I don't have. I try to answer all of your questions and try to do my best, but right now I'm just like uh, really doing my best to uh, make everything happening. So, okay, so anyway, just let's get back to this chart here and see what's happening. This is live right now. So, so as you can see, we in fact got rejected. As that was also what as I told you before, we really much predicted because we had a lot of resistance at the EMA 50. So I think probably go down to 6,500, 6,600, and then we might have a smaller bounce up here, and then it will be really, really exciting to see what's happening. I think that we most likely will go down from here finally and test the 6,000 level, but I think we need some more time to figure that out. I think still that we are in some kind of disbelief phase, and I don't think that we have the enough trust in the market at this very moment to restart a new Elliott wave cycle. I think we have to go lower, and maybe we even have to go even lower than 6,000 right now. So yeah, that will be really interesting to see. But for now, I think we just have to. I think we'll follow this pattern here, and you should be really if you're gonna trade this, you really have to be really, really cautious about it. You might be able to trade these small swings, but as I told you before, we have seen so many traps. So it's, I mean, if you're an experienced trader, you can probably do it, but it is it's really, really difficult. So yeah, that was all for me, and I hope you liked the video so far. And right now I am in my hotel room in Bangkok, and I will go back to South Korea in. Sorry, my voice is just like. I will go back to Korea here in a couple of days, and then we will try to make regular streams, and we will also do the premium signals, guys. I'm sorry we haven't done it yet. There's been so much administration, and we have so many technical problems. But I hope that I'm sure you will be glad when it comes out. So, and you'll not regret that you're here, because we'll definitely make it up for you guys. So, but thank you so much, guys, for listening to me today, and see you later. Bye.